Hey everyone, Nick Berlin with Berlin Builds. Welcome to our second episode about building your own house. Today I'm going to talk about a few different things. I can't cover it all in this short little video. I'm going to try and throw out some of the more important information, or information that I think is really important for you to know. When it comes to plans, you're going to know a few things before you go and buy your set or have a set designed for you. So I knew the area that I wanted to build in, and I knew the typical lot size. I bought about just shy of a 1/5 acre. So when I was looking at plans, I knew I needed to find a set of plans that would fit within that blueprint. Also, another thing that you need to be aware of is there's different setback requirements that your city or county is going to issue. So that's something that you need to go and talk to your city about and find out, how far back from the street do I need to be? How far back from the rear of my lot and from the sides? That's something that you need to take into account as you're figuring out if the plans that you're going to buy are going to work on the lot that you're wanting to get. Another thing that you need to know about your plans is what are the CCRs of the neighborhood where you're wanting to build. CCR stands for covenants, codes, and restrictions. So when a developer puts together, a development, he's able to put together these CCRs and they say, we want all the houses to be blue, or we want all the houses to be a craftsman style. They can say that kind of stuff in their CCRs. Also, sometimes there's an HOA that you're dealing with, and the HOA, they can throw stuff out there too and say, no, you have to have a blue fence. Hopefully not, that would be really weird. But the HOA and the CCRs, those two things are going to limit what you can do where you're going to be building, which means you need to know what's in those CCRs and you need to know what's in those HOAs. Reach out to them and get copies of what they say that you can build in your neighborhood. Once you know a little bit more about the area where you're going to be building, say the lot size, if you're going to be looking at a 1/3 acre or a 1/2 acre or a 1/5 acre, you're going to need to find out, like we said earlier, about the setbacks. Make sure that your footprint will actually fit on your lot. Once you know that and you know a little bit about the CCRs and the HOA, you'll be able to start looking at plans. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about getting your plans. You can go online. That's what we did. We bought ours online. Or you can actually go to an architect and have them draw you up a custom set of plans. Now, something that you need to know about plans is, let's say you go and buy some online. You bought your plans and you go, okay, we've got our plans, great, this is awesome, I can start getting bids. No, you're gonna get an architectural set of plans. So what that is just the pretty drawing, and it's the floor plans, and they say this is the house and it's gonna be great. It doesn't tell the framer how to frame the house, it just shows you a picture of what it's supposed to look like. So now what you need to do is you need to take those architectural set of plans and you need to find a structural engineer and you need to have him go through them and give you a structural set of plans. And then you need to marry those together. Your architectural set of plans and your structural set of plans coming together forms what is really the plans for your house. I'm not trying to get too far ahead, but having those structural plans as well as architectural plans, you're gonna need a site plan. You need a lot before you can get a site plan. So this is where things can get, it gets a little messy because you can have your plans before you have a lot. So if you're gonna be financing your home like through a bank with a construction loan, a lot of times you're gonna wanna get a set of plans and a set of structural plans, and then you're gonna wanna send those plans out and get bids on all the different things that are going into your home. So you're gonna go and give those set of plans to a framer, to a footing and foundation guy, to an excavator, drywaller, electrician, HVAC, plumber, all those different trades. And then you're gonna wanna create a budget for your lot. And that way when you go to your bank, that they can look at all of the different costs that you're gonna have in your build, as well as the cost of the lot, and then they can look at all your finances and say, yes, we approve you for this. Now go find a lot and buy it. If you're still deciding on some of the different things that you want to do, say you don't know the exact color of countertops that you want to put in, that's okay. You just still need to reach out to them and give them an approximate square footage of countertops, and then create a budget that you don't want to exceed. And you can plug that into your total cost spreadsheet. Here is the set of plans that I built our house off of. I printed off on 11 by 17 because it's a little bit easier to read. Your trades would love it if you do 24 by 36, but those are kind of expensive. So I went cheap and I did it this way. Now I'm going to show you, this is the main floor plan of our house. So you can see I did a lot of different red line changes. So when we bought the set of plans from the architect that drew them up on the internet, they didn't quite meet what we were wanting and what we needed for our family. So I took a red pen and whiteout. Me and my wife sat down and we changed them so that they would fit. We completely redesigned the master bathroom and closet. We changed the kitchen up a lot. Actually, about half of the plans, I'd say we changed so you wouldn't almost recognize it from the set of plans that we did buy. And you can do that. And you don't have to have a fancy CAD program to do it. You can do it with a red marker or a red pencil, because you probably want to change something. A red pencil and some whiteout. I'm not going to claim to have the best handwriting in the world, but one thing that you want to do is make sure that all of your notes that you do are in legible handwriting, because it's not a good thing if your trade doesn't know what you're asking them to do. That's never going to go well. Something to know too is it's okay for you to write on your plans. Right down here, I have a section of notes that I wanted to make sure that my framer would see. So I would do a little star or an asterisk, and I would stick it on different places in the plans, and then I would jot down the notes down here, what I wanted to have happen in that area. You got your plans, and you got your financing all figured out, whether that's financing through a bank or you're gonna do it all in cash, and now you're looking for a lot. A quick side note, when you're looking at plans and when you're looking at your lot, this can be really stressful, but have fun with it. This is you building your dream house. Like, make it a good time. Drink that Dr. Pepper, drink that Coke or whatever it is that makes you happy. Have fun with it, and don't let yourself get too stressed. Know that this is something that's really stressful to do. Acknowledge that and have fun. Don't get freaked out. Looking at your lot for the first time is super exciting. Here's a little clip of me and Haley when we're driving to our lot for the very first time.
We really want to film about lots. Like, there's nothing cool about that.
But it is an important step.
Okay, so we're buying a lot, guys.
We are headed to go look at lots, but we want to see what's there before we actually commit to anything. Make sure there's no power lines.
Okay, too many details. We're gonna go look at a lot. Whoop whoop!
Yeah!
That's all we had to say.
This is where, I mean, you pick what you want to do, right? But there's a few things that you need to be aware of with a lot. If you're going to be building in a neighborhood that's already established, so let's say you've got a house on this side and a house on this side, and you're building right here, a lot of times that can be more expensive to build there if you're going to have to dig out and do a basement. And this is why. When you dig out all that dirt, it's got to go somewhere. So your excavator, he's going to more than likely going to have to truck away that dirt somewhere else. And then when it comes time for you to backfill, he's got to truck dirt back to your job. And any time that you move dirt, it is expensive. That's just something to be aware of. Another thing to be aware of is the soil conditions that are on your lot. Wherever you're building, the soil is going to be a little bit different. There's some soil that's really good to build a house on. You can put your house on it and it will not wash away in the rainstorms. There's other places, not the best place to build a house. So one of my recommendations is that when you go under contract for a lot, have someone lined up to come and do a soils test for you. What that soils test is going to do for you is it's going to let you know that it's a good lot to build on, or it's going to let you know that there's something that needs to be done to make it so that the soil is suitable to build your house on. Why is that so important? Dirt is dirt. No, it's not. You got clay, you got silt, you got gravel. I mean, gravel is not dirt, it's rocks. But every area is gonna be different. We had to do an over excavation on our house because we had collapsible soils. If I remember right, it was clay. And they were saying that it was no good to put our house on because if we put our house on it, it wasn't gonna stay nice and plumb. It was gonna go and become the Leaning Tower of Berlin. And that's not what we wanted. So we had to dig down an additional 1.5 feet and bring in an engineered road base, fill that back up, and then put our footing and foundation on top of it. I mean, that doesn't sound like it's that expensive, but it was about another $18,000 to $20,000 that I wasn't planning on in my original estimate. So how do you avoid doing an over-ex? You hire a soils engineer to come and look at your dirt before you actually buy it. Another thing to do when you're looking at lots is make sure you go there. Put your feet on the ground, walk around, see what the dirt's doing. I mean, do you have a hill that's going down? Can you do a walkout basement? There's a lot of different variables that you need to know. Also, just by being there, sometimes you'll find out that the lot smells weird and you don't want to live there. I mean, just things that you'll never know from looking at online. You gotta go and see it in person. I hope that this helps you guys in your journey of building your own home. If you have questions, throw them in the comment section below. And as always, hit that like button because it's entertaining. It makes small children cry tears of joy. It's just something that you want to do with your life. You want to hit the like button. Please do. And then if you want to learn more about building your house, or if you're interested in the other stuff I do about tools and different project builds, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Hey, don't do that. That's flipping people off in other countries.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Trust me.
I don't trust you.
Make sure you document stuff because you're going to look back on this one day and go, this was awesome.
Ooh, the copper just got somebody.
Oh, that stinks.
No.
He thought he was getting pulled over.
Oh, he's going after. Okay, yeah.
I think he's probably just trying to get home for dinner.
Maybe. I don't think so.
If I was a cop, I think I would do that.